Hey guys, Dean here. Today we're going to go over trucking hazards, things that we can watch out for when we're on the road. As always, this is my take on it. If you guys have anything at the end, make sure you leave comments down below. I love the comments. All right, number one, accidents on the road. We got fires, we got chemical spills, explosions. Explosions a little bit dramatic, but the possibility for it is always imminent depending on what we're hauling. Just make sure that you know the load. Make sure you understand what you're hauling, what you got behind you. Do your research. If you're not sure, ask somebody and know your precautions. If something happens, you don't have to think about it. It kind of is going to come to you right away, and you'll know how to deal with that situation without even having to think about it. Okay, number two, physical hazards. We get headaches sometimes when we're driving around. Engine noise, extreme temperatures, it's hot outside, you're dying out there of heat and you jump in, your AC's not working. The opposite, we go through a lot, so you gotta be on your A game all the time. Number three, ergonomical problems. We're sitting in this driving position for a long time. One thing that I find for myself that is an instant lower back pain. Took me a while to figure it out. Why, I don't know, but it did. When I'm not on cruise, I'm constantly pushing and one side of my body is shifting over, holding that gas pedal down all the time. So I'm constantly in one position or the other, and that causes a lot of strain on the lower back. So use your cruise whenever you can. Now, the only time I don't recommend using your cruise is in poor weather conditions, if the weather's bad or if you're tired, near the end of your shift, you've been driving for a while, kick that cruise off and make sure you stay on the foot. Last thing you want to do is fall asleep at the wheel and that truck is just taking you at full speed. So let's watch the ergonomical problems. Number four, psychosocial. You know what? You're driving for a long time, we're by ourselves, you get really good at talking to yourself, singing to yourself. I am a karaoke star in this truck, but it's just a lot of strain. There's a lot of stress depending on the road situation, what's going on around you, traffic jams. There's nothing worse, you're just starting out on your trip. You have a long trip ahead of you, and the very first thing that you do here in Toronto for sure, the first thing you do is you hit the 401 into gridlock, stop dead, and it just stresses the heck out of you because you still know you have all that time you got to cover. Number five, physical hazards. You know what? There's a lot of hazards on the road. Depending on where you're driving, we got wildlife, we got animals that are running across the road, we got deer, we got moose. It's a high stress thing. It doesn't seem like much, but when you're driving up through the middle of nowhere and there's no lights, it's dark as it can be, and you're constantly on your game watching for big moose, elk, deer on the side of the highways. It's very stressful. Cars driving with their high beams on, either behind you or coming at you. It's a big thing out there. Not just the high beams, but a lot of the trucks nowadays are equipped with fog lights, and it seems like the guys nowadays buying the fog lights go out and buy these 8 billion candle watt power fog lights so that you could land an airplane in front of these things. When you're driving and that's hitting you, or these guys are in behind you and it's just constantly coming through your mirror and into the side of your eyes, it's painstaking. It's horrible. You end up driving with your hand up here trying to block some of it out. Cars merging onto the highway. Now the thing is to merge on the highway as slow as you can, and see if you can get the entire nation to stop behind you. Watch out for these guys merging on. Myself, I'm always trying to be courteous. I want to let that car or that truck onto the highway, but if that guy's coming on at 60, guess what, buddy? You're waiting for me to go by. I'm not going to cause an accident behind me by jamming on my brakes or trying to do an evasive lane change into the opposite lane to let that person on. If they're coming on that slow, they can stop a lot easier than I can. New truck drivers and aggressive truck drivers. You know what? There's a new thing out there, and I don't know what it is. Honest to God, it happened to me twice in probably the last week. I'm halfway up the side of a trailer beside me. This guy puts on his flasher once in my lane. Instead of using his common sense, thinking, this guy's already halfway up my trailer, they all of a sudden expect you to just slam on your brakes, slow way down so they can come in your lane. Me being halfway up his trailer, sorry about your luck, buddy. You'll have to wait till I get by. I'm going to get by you as quickly and safely as possible. But instead of waiting for me to go by, the new thing that they do now, and I don't know where this began, but swerve into my lane, swerves back out, tries to almost run me off the road because I won't stop, and I guess that's supposed to freak me out and make me slam my brakes on, but I'm not scared that easy. But no, you got to watch out for these aggressive drivers. It's crazy out there. This is a dog-eat-dog world out there, and it's getting worse every single day. Cars and truck brake checking trucks. I don't know what it is, why they do it, but they get in front of you, then they feel that you're too close to them, even though they cut you off and they're, you know, they gave you 6 inches space, you know, they pull ahead a little bit, then they brake check you. You know, it's just, it's a stupid thing to do on their part. It's a dangerous thing to do on their part. So yeah, watch out for these brake check guys. It's horrible out there. And let's save the best for last. Arr, the road pilots. Pilots. The pilots. They're gonna fly that truck up into the air. You gotta watch out for them. All right, best for last. Road pirates. Rawr. You are driving down the road, you know, some guys haul alcohol, some guys are hauling tobacco. We haul a lot of stuff like electronics. You know, this stuff is worth big money, and the black market is where it's at. Like, people are making a fortune off black market stuff. So, you know, it's not hard for someone to be either hitchhiking on the side of the road or somebody to cause a small accident in front of you, brake check you, slow you down, they come back, or somebody hitchhiking, you know, they basically just want to get to your truck so that they get you to unroll that window and put you in a vulnerable position. So you have to be really weary of when you stop, who you're stopping for. Keep that door locked, unroll your window, but you know, if you are, keep that window up. Don't give a hand width where they can get inside your truck. These people, that's what they want. They want you to pull over. They want to put you in a vulnerable position where they can reach in, turn off your key, or, you know, hold you at gunpoint, knife point, whatever it is, open your door, pull you outside. You got to watch out for that. It is a major thing out there, just the same way that you see trucks and trailers stolen from truck yards all the time. People are looking for the easy cash, not like us guys who are out there busting our butts on the road trying to make a living. These guys are going the easy way. So yeah, watch out for that stuff. All right. Anyways, this video is not a video out there to be scary. You know what? It's just, there are potential hazards that are out there that, especially if you're new in the trucking industry, you're just getting into it. You know, there are important things to keep in the back of your mind all the time. For us veterans that have been on the road for a long time, you know what? It never hurts to hear some of these things over. You know, like we get complacent in what we're doing. We've been doing it for so long, we forget about some of the things that are out there. Anyways, there's things just to keep in the back of your mind, and let's stay out there. Let's stay safe on these roads together, right? Anyways, this is just out there for my brothers and my sisters out there on the road. You know, let's just stay safe together. Let's have a good time, and let's make this our career and have fun doing it. But hey, if I missed something, or if you disagree with something I said, anything, leave it down there in the comments. Love the comments. Make sure, no matter what, like us, love us, hit that subscribe button, and make sure you hit that bell. Ding! Love you guys. As I like to say, you know, keep the shiny side up, the rubber side down, and we will see you guys again next time. Bye, guys.